All right. Welcome back. I'm Margaret Arman. This is only my second video, so if you want to pop over to my intro, you can get to know a little bit more about my channel and what to expect here. But as you can probably tell from the title, today I want to go over some fast facts that you need to know about an accelerated nursing program. I've just started my program. I'm in the prerequisite phase. So this is really just things that you want to know going into it. Hopefully moving forward, I'll have more of an inside scoop and some more details about what the program's actually like. But these are all the things that I wanted to know before starting a program. So an accelerated nursing program is for anybody who currently has a bachelor's degree, and it can be in anything. So for example, I have a bachelor's in communications. That's what I graduated undergrad with, and how I got started in advertising. But you could have any kind of bachelor's degree to do an accelerated program. Usually there is some kind of GPA requirement. The schools I've looked at, it's typically a 3.0, but that varies from school to school, and there's plenty of programs that don't have that requirement or potentially have a higher requirement or lower requirement. So just something you want to consider when you're looking at different programs. An accelerated nursing program is typically between 11 and 18 months. My particular program is 15 months. I looked at another that was 11, and I felt as though that was a little too accelerated. It's a lot of material, it's a lot of coursework, it's a lot of clinicals to fit in less than a year, and I wanted to give myself a little bit more time to make it a little bit less stressful, because I just didn't feel like I needed to sprint through it. However, something to consider when you're looking at programs is because of the nature of the condensed coursework, some programs don't allow you to work in tandem with your program. Let's see how many times I can say program in this video. Some places don't let you have a job as well. So that's something to consider. The tuition can be anywhere from $50,000 to about $100,000. That's, quite expensive for a second bachelor's degree, and as well as not being able to work during it. I would talk to the people in the admissions office and see what their other students do, anything that they offer scholarship-wise, any financial aid options and anything like that that could help. I would also recommend that during your prerequisite phase, which I'll talk about in a moment, a lot of those are offered online. See if the school you're interested in or a school in your area will allow you to take those classes online, which can allow your schedule to be flexible enough to maintain the job that you currently have, as well as go to classes and get those requirements done before you actually start your accelerated BSN program. Prerequisites are all the classes that you need before you start nursing school. It's things like nutrition, anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, chemistry, microbiology. I have a sociology class and a lifespan development psychology class. This varies from program to program, but there are a few baseline courses that you'll need to take, mostly anatomy and physiology, some type of statistics, and probably a chemistry course, whether it's organic or just general chem. And I am personally doing these online. I wasn't sure about doing an online program. I've never taken a class online before, and I personally love it. It leaves my schedule very flexible. I work on my own time, and I find the lectures and readings pretty straightforward and the staff responsive if I have a question. once you start the actual nursing program, you'll have a curriculum that will take you through all the nursing basics. You will typically have clinicals, which means you're going to be working in a hospital setting, which is great for real life experience, meeting people and networking, because you're not doing the traditional nursing school path, and you might not have had a chance to work as a CNA, or have a chance to be in the hospital. This can be a great opportunity to meet people, understand the workflow, pick up things and get some real life experience, because at the end of the day, that's super important. That's when you're really gonna do some serious learning. So you'll typically have your courses, and then probably after the first semester, pick up shifts in the hospital, doing rotations, which is when you can find out what specialty you're interested in, and just get a little more hands-on experience, which is awesome. I'm really excited about that part. That was fun. My camera just turned off. But post nursing school, you will sit for the NCLEX, which is your licensing exam. This will certify you as an RN, BSN, and typically hospitals or clinics or wherever you'd like to work will hire you contingent on your passing the NCLEX. So it's possible to apply for jobs pre-exam, but after the exam, you're a full licensed grown-up real adult nurse, and you can actually start taking care of patients, which I understand is terrifying, but your program has prepared you for it. So that's when the real stuff starts. That's another thing that you want to consider when you are looking at programs, their NCLEX pass rate. So, for example, the school that I decided to go to, it's not the most prestigious school in where I live. There's a lot more name recognition at some of the other places I could have gone, but the school I chose has 100% NCLEX pass rate for the past 2 years. And it's on their students' first try, which means that 100% of their nursing students sat for the NCLEX and passed the first time they took it. So that was very appealing to me. I do want a program that's going to prepare me for that exam, because at the end of the day, that's what stands between me and my future career. So after that, you can expect to have any kind of RN, BSN job, work in hospitals. There's potential to specialize. You can take your career further to become a nurse practitioner, which requires additional schooling. And, that's further down the road. You're looking at a salary kind of between, what I've seen is about $65,000 to $80,000 a year. I can't really speak as an authority on salary. I've never worked as a nurse, and I really think that it varies on where you're working, how large the facility is, the city you live in. That's really gonna be dependent on your personal circumstance. I find that the internet can give you a range, but you never truly know until you're applying for a job. But it's good to have a baseline so you understand what to expect. I've left a link in the description of a website that I found very helpful when I was looking. It has a lot of condensed information about the program that you might need. It's where I've pulled a lot of these facts and figures, but the best part about it is it has a program that you can run to look for accelerated nursing schools in your area. So if you want to check that out, see what your options are. I would do a lot of reading online, but if you have any other questions, leave it in the comments below, and I'd be happy to do a follow-up to this video once I have more experience. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a new video, and I'll see you next time.